Ilyana, prime mother of the Queen's daughters, one of the twin girls created by the God King. He did not intend for two of them to be girls, but he was happy that they were. But when the forces of Havoc dispersed them across the galaxy, Ilyana landed on a planet named Galdara, a planet that was devoted to the God King. They had temples in his honor. They had a military force that bore his symbol on their uniforms. The priests and priestesses prayed all day and all night to their lord. The people here are an honorable bunch, and all the cities on Galdara worked well together, and there was little to no conflict. The soldiers had technology that was state of the art, and they defended their neighboring planets with a holy vigor. Ilyana was found by a group of priestesses that were making a pilgrimage to the top of the highest mountain to say their praise at the highest peak of the sun. Every single day, a group of priests made this journey all over Galdara, some taking nearly a year to make the trip. It was then, when the first ray of light hit the mountain peak, that Ilyana's cryo chamber crashed at the foot of the mountain. A young priestess named Lily found her and took the baby from the chamber and brought her back to the closest temple from which she came. It quickly became apparent that this baby was not normal. As she grew rapidly, she never cried and barely needed any food. Lily taught her about the God King and how he protects the galaxy against all the demons that preyed on mankind. Lily's father, a general in the military, taught Ilyana about warfare, and to all their surprise, she quickly excelled and surpassed all of the soldiers. She grew to 8 feet tall and quickly led units of soldiers if one of the planets was touched by the taint of corruption. She was granted the nickname Godchild, as she was not even 10 years old when all of this happened. Then after 5 more years, Lily, being a sister superior now in the cathedral, the God King and his son Horan arrived at Galdara. This occasion, to this day, is still called the Day of Enlightenment. Horan and Ilyana met up, and it was clear to all that Ilyana was a being of divinity, a child of the God King. Horan introduced his sister to the legions, and she and Horan went off to fight many wars in search of their remaining siblings. It was here that she was told about her twin Amalia, and then she knew the energy and the feeling that drove her through every action she made. It was the twin that was always with her. No matter what, she would find her. During the years, Ilyana fought beside and even matched her brother Horan, and their father granted her the title of God Queen. This title was given to her on her home planet of Galdara, and Ilyana started to build a legion of her own. With the technology granted by her father, she developed an enzyme that would genetically enhance ordinary humans. This enzyme was created out of her own genes, and it became rapidly clear only women could take to these alterations. And this is how Ilyana formed the very first legion of battle sisters, called the Queen's Daughters. Young girls between the ages of 7 and 12 from Galdara and the neighboring planets and moons got brought to Galdara, where the ritual of enlightenment took place. They also grew rapidly and possessed many of the traits the Battle Brothers did. The Queen's Daughters quickly became loved by all humankind as they fought fierce in the protection of their own kind, with Ilyana leading them. The years went by and she hasn't found her twin, but she heard of another rumor. A dark rumor. Something that she could not believe. Her older brother had turned against their father and was now in open war against him and any who remained loyal to the God King. But even worse than that, Horan had swayed half of her brothers and their legions to his cause. Galdara could now become a target for the Heretic, and she decided it was time to find out which of her brothers truly remained loyal to their father. She then found out Horan had already sent Furion and his world gorgers to Galdara. Furion, the one sibling that she distrusted above all others. She knew of what his legion were capable of and what they had done, and that was even when they were loyal to the God King. If the World Gorgers came, it could mean only one thing: total annihilation. Ilyana and her daughters, along with the full capacity of the military, stood prepared, but this, however, had a very tragic outcome. Furion, however, did not come alone, and with the might of the World Gorgers and Preturan and his steel raiders descending on Galdara, it was quickly turned into a scarred wasteland. Even Kursal Thrall and his nocturnal stalkers arrived to hunt all the survivors that had escaped, because even as a loyalist, Kursal enjoyed to torment his enemies. His legion relished in the hunt, and their victims were about to live a nightmare. Ilyana was forced to escape the three savage brothers and watch how her entire homeworld was engulfed in flames. But if that was not enough, they now turned their attention on the neighboring planets. Ilyana and her daughters found sanctuary with her brother Robaro Galen in the worlds of Harun. It was here they started on a plan to fight back against the heretical brothers, and the galaxy was about to become engulfed in a brutal civil war. Robaro and Ilyana had to find a way to make it to Arium Primus and protect and warn their father of his oncoming doom. But they soon found out Horan had made preparations for this plan, and the worlds of Ultra are about to become engaged in a bloody conflict with Laurel and Mogrash. And if their legions were not bad enough, they had demons on their side as well. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my little introduction to the Queen's Daughters, my custom 2nd Legion. Now let's quickly go over how they play. So, the Battle Sisters basically play the same way as the Battle Brothers with a little bit of difference. Now, the basic Battle Sister has a quality of 4+, a defense of 4+, they carry a heavy rifle which shoots 24 inches, has 1 attack and an armor piercing of 1. Now they have a close combat weapon which has an attack of 1. Now the abilities, they have Devout, which means when shooting at an enemy within 12 inch, they gain a +1 to their hit rolls. They also have the ability Fearless and Prayer. Now Prayer is when an enemy charges this unit, they get a +1 to their defense rolls. And a unit of 5 Battle Sisters is a total of 130 points. So let's look at the stats for Ilyana, the Prime Mother of the Queen's Daughters. Now she has a quality of 3+, a defense of 2+. She carries a storm rifle which shoots 24 inches, has 3 attacks and an armor piercing of 1, and the storm rifle is upgraded with a grenade blaster that shoots 6 inches, has 1 attack, an armor piercing of 4 and a deadly 3. So basically she can do 2 ranged attacks, but the grenade blaster can only target enemies within 6 inches. Now for close combat weapons, she has a heavy chainsaw sword which has 4 attacks, an armor piercing of 1. As for her abilities, she has Devout. Also, when shooting at an enemy within 12 inch, they gain a +1 to their hit rolls. She also has the ability Fearless and Spirit of the Sister, which is regeneration. Each wound she takes, roll a d6 and on a 5+, the wound is ignored. She has a total toughness of 14 and the points for Ilyana are 340 total. And last, alliances. Now, they get a benefit when she fights alongside of the Ultra Company and the Planetary Fists. Both Legion and Battle Sisters get a +1 to their hit rolls, either in melee and shooting, when they are within 12 inch of each other. Now the con, all Heretic Legions. So, if you decide to play them alongside as an alliance, because it is your game after all, you can make alliances to whomever you prefer. They get a -1 to all their hit rolls, both in melee and shooting. So thank you all for watching another Lore and Abilities video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you all decide you are not getting anything out of these lore videos, be sure to let me know, okay? Or how I can improve on them, or if you want, I can stop them all together. I mean, it is just to create some backstory for my campaign, and I can understand if not everybody might like this. Now, if you do like these videos, then please hit the like button and consider maybe subscribing and sharing this video with a friend, as it would help out my channel a lot. I mean, I love making content for all of you guys to enjoy, and I really appreciate all of you. Now, a quick spoiler. The next legion I will cover in my lore and abilities video will be Fulgrim and his Kingsborn. So we'll go over them next week, alright? So thank you all again for your support, and I'll see you on the next video, okay? Bye for now, guys. Bye!